Hello students, welcome to the Applied Mathematics class. As I told you previously, in Applied Mathematics there are 5 units. Out of these 5 units, 4 units are common for all the branches and the last unit, unit 5, is different for different branches. So here we are going to see unit 5 for electronics and telecommunication and electrical engineering branch. So unit 5 is common for EJ and EE branch. So unit 5 for EJ and electrical is complex number and Laplace transform. In unit 5 you are having two chapters, chapter 9 which is complex number and chapter 10 which is Laplace transform. So chapter 9 complex number, we are going to see this chapter in this video. So let's start with complex number. So the very first thing is learning outcomes. After watching the whole series of complex number video, student, you will be able to identify Cartesian, polar and exponential form of a complex number. Student, you also will be able to solve examples based on algebra of complex numbers. Now the very first thing is, what is the origin of the idea? Right? Complex number. So what is the origin of this complex number? So here is the answer. I may come from the effort to find the solution to following question. Question is what? Question is, if x square equal to minus 1, then what will be the value for x? Okay. So here is the introduction of complex number, or we can say the need of complex number. So while studying the concept of linear equations in 1 and 2 variables and quadratic equations in 1 variable, we have seen that the quadratic equations x square plus 1 equal to 0 has no real solution, as this gives the solution as square root of a negative number, and the square of every number is non-negative. Hence, to deal with these equations, we need to extend the number system beyond the real number system. So the main objective here is to solve the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where d is equal to b square minus 4ac, which is not possible in the system of real numbers. So class, my dear students, we all know that when we square any number, we get a positive number, right? Whether the number is positive or negative, right? 2 square is 4, minus 2 square is also equal to 4, right? So number here, x is what? X is 2, x is minus 2. So when x is 2, then 2 square is equal to 4. When x is minus 2, then minus 2 square is again equal to 4. So in both the cases, we are getting the positive answer, right? Now, if I am saying that you can square a number, okay? You can square a number and you are getting a negative answer, you are getting a negative number. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Whether the number is positive or negative, when we square that number, in both the cases we will get only positive answer. We don't get the negative part, right? So this is something very impossible part, when we square a number and get a negative number. But in real life, in actual life, most of the situation, you will get this, okay? You will get the equation like x square plus 1 equal to 0. And that means x square is equal to minus 1, right? So square is equal to negative number. So in actual situation we are getting this equation, but in mathematical term this is impossible. We can't get the value for x. So to solve such a sum, we have the concept of complex number. So in complex number what we are doing? In complex number, here comes the definition of complex number. So in complex number is a number that can be expressed in the form of a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers and I represent the imaginary unit, satisfying the equation x square equal to -1. Because no real number satisfies this equation, I is called an imaginary number. For the complex number a plus bi, a is called the real part and b is called the imaginary part. Okay, now as I told you, x square is equal to -1 is not a possible term, right? When we square any number we get a positive term, but here x square is equal to -1, so that means x is equal to root of -1, right? And this is not possible, this is not a real value. So what we are going to do, we are going to substitute this, and I am substituting this as I. So I is equal to root of -1. Why I? Because this number is a imaginary number, this is not a real number. Root of -1 is practically not possible. In mathematical terms it is not possible, right? So what we are doing, we are imagine this number, and that's why this is known as an imaginary number. So imaginary number I is equal to under root of -1. And when we are writing number, that real number, using this imaginary number, that number is known as a complex number. So complex number are numbers written in the form of a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers and I is a under root of -1, means imaginary number. So 3 plus 2i, this is a complex number. I means imaginary, and if there is an imaginary number, then that is known as a complex number. Similarly 2i is an imaginary, right? Here I is there, so it is an imaginary part, and that's why this is known as a complex number. So complex number is a number, okay, complex number is a number which is combined with real number and imaginary number. So by combining real and imaginary number, you will get a complex number. Okay, so see the example of complex number, -2 minus 4i. Okay, a is -2 and b is -4. Then -7 upon 10, -2 upon 8, okay, I. So a is -7 upon 10, b is -2 upon 8, okay. So all real numbers, a and b are real numbers. So in place of a and b, any real number can be there. So any number which is written in this form, a plus bi, is known as a complex number. Okay, so complex number is a number written in this form. So in this part is known as a real part, bi is known as a imaginary part, a is a real part, bi is a imaginary part. Okay, where I is equal to root of -1. Okay, so complex number concept is clear. Complex number has come to solve the question of x square equal to -1. Okay, to solve this, we come across the concept of complex number. So in complex number, we are dealing with the number written in the form of a plus bi. Okay. So with this I am concluding this video. So thank you students.